Okay, this is where we start getting deep. The first day one, two, three were probably like little whoever put this thing together, probably a fucking random guy who's gotten no credit. Now like everyone's doing this. Um, First three were sort of softballs, you know. It was like, hey, you like colors? Pick a song, have fun. Two was like, hey, numbers are all right. You got any songs with that in it? Hey, everyone's having a good time. This is just superficial fun. Summer's fun. Let's do a summer one. And then hard left. Day four, song that reminds you of someone you'd rather forget. Fun's over. Start crying. Um, I did Jeff Buckley's Lover You Should Have Come Over. That fucking, I don't think I've cried more to any song. Maybe Gordon Lightfoot's If You Could Read My Mind, which is another just fucking, you know, it's fucking just pure heartbreak. That song reminds me of everyone I'd rather forget. And I'm also not even that type of like, you know, you go through breakups and you're like, oh, I never want to think of him again. Like, I'm fucking probably too old to think that way. I just try and look back and like learn the lessons, move forward, and I don't know. I think of like most exes and stuff with like some fondness. You know, you can't really hold like grudges or have too much anger and stuff. Like you gotta like grow from these sorts of things, but you allow yourself like a few, I don't know, weeks, maybe a month of just wallowing in fucking misery. And I used to do that a lot with with Lover You Should Have Come Over. That album, Grace, by the way, is beginning to end beautiful. That dude was like, you know, he had the voice of a fucking angel. Died young, was drunk, fell in a river. It's a sad story. Get Grace if you haven't listened to Grace. Beautiful album. That song is just, I mean, that's just a guy who has lost his one true love, and he is just crying in bed, writhing around, doesn't want to live, doesn't want to get up, doesn't want to eat, doesn't want to do anything. He just wants her back. It's a brutal one, but it's beautiful. I mean, there's some love songs that just rip you apart and there's just no end in sight. But the way this one's put together, there's almost like a sense of like romance in it still, which is kind of weird, but because he's just gutted. And maybe it's the way he sings. There's just always something so heartwarming about it, you know, even though his heart's in a million pieces. But that's one of the most beautiful songs, period. And for it to even be about heartbreak and you still just feel the beauty. I don't know. It's always been one of my favorites. And when it comes on, I can't not listen to it. My mind immediately goes to that place. Insert Lover, and then you're just like. But highly recommend putting that on a "There's no sense in going on because I can't have her or him back" playlist.